Good everyone, and welcome to today's unique video. Now, I did say I was going to do something special for the 12th of July. Now, obviously, I'm recording this way beforehand, just in case I don't get any free time. So I thought I'll get this out of the way early, and I might as well show off what I've been doing at college. So today's unique video is going to involve no gameplay, so anyone who's looking for any gameplay, you might as well click off now and go watch some cat videos or something like that. Cat video jokes aside, today we have a Unity project and a Unreal project. Now to download these separate file, all these files, which I'm going to be obviously, I'm going to let you guys have access. I will leave a link to my OneDrive. Now, any smartasses who try to delete the files, don't worry, I've got backups. So if the files get deleted and they're not there, please just let me know and I'll put them back in because I will keep copies because there's always going to be that one arsehole who tries to delete the files. But to download Unity, I will leave a link to the exact model of Unity engine that you need. When it says on Unity, would you like to update? Do not update. This will completely erase my files. So this is the first project that I've been working on. Obviously, today I should technically be working on the documentation for this, because it's due in 2 days' time. However, I want to do it a bit more easier at college, so I'll do it tomorrow when I'm in for all day on Thursday. So obviously today is the 26th of June. This is when the MC200 Series 3 flight and the Scumbag Alert comes out, so hope you enjoyed those. Um, and here's the quiz, which I'm showing off first, is my Unity project that I've been working on. Now, I don't need feedback from this. If I needed feedback, I'd have done this last week and I'd have gotten it out much earlier. But I thought, no, I've got plenty of feedback already for the assignment, so that's no biggie. All I literally need to do for tomorrow is a bit of documentation, a bit of testing, but I've tested the project myself and runs like a dream. So History Quiz was essentially a World War II inspired quiz. Obviously, it's mainly related to like famous battles, famous people, vehicles, and stuff like that. There are 10 questions on each quiz, so to speak. There is a total of 40, obviously, because there's four buttons. And well, I spent around a week and a half making this. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I've only had 2 weeks to do this. Three, if you include the week where my tutor basically said, "Oh fuck it, we'll start it early. We ain't got nothing to do." But let's jump right in. So, if you do want to start playing it, all you need to do is press this play button up here. Obviously, you can go across and choose whichever one you want, but for the sake of today's video, I'll demonstrate the playing side. So obviously, next question, you really should only click that after you've done the question, but you've obviously got a hint. Obviously, I've left out a word here deliberately. A plane designed to blank bombers is called a what? Now, normally we would think a fighter, like an interceptor, but no, the 110 was originally designed as a escort fighter. There is a bit of a bug, which I'll demonstrate in a moment, which I've been unable to fix, but I'll probably see if my tutor can fix that on Thursday. So obviously, you click the correct answer, and the correct message pops up. Now, the bug is when you click another answer, because this will make it be incorrect on top of correct. So try not to do that, because otherwise you won't be able to read the text. I'm not going to go through every question, but I'm just going to demonstrate that the game is working perfectly fine. So question 2, original purpose, design purpose of the Spitfire, obviously she was a fighter plane. Hint, the Spitfire fought alongside the Hawker Hurricane. Then obviously, BF-19 fighter had how many units built approximately. And I put, for the hint, the BF-19 outproduced some of the most common Allied aircraft of the war, such as the P-51 Mustang with over 15,000 produced. So we can immediately assume that 13,000 units is wrong. So you've got a choice of these two options. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to question 10. Obviously, not going to answer it because that's your guys' job. Now, I do need to fix this hint, so I'll do that before I make the OneDrive link public. But you may have noticed up here, return to main menu. All you do is click that, and you're straight back at the beginning. So that is Unity in a nutshell. Obviously, once you're done, just click that play button again, or you can click the pause, and then again, the pause literally just does pause, really. So I recommend just clicking off the play button there. Now, next, we have the biggest project that I've ever done at college. This is my main game development called Silent Step. Now, it isn't wonderful by any stretch of the imagination, but trust me, it took the piss making this. So obviously, to move around in the environment, I'm using the mouse to look around. That is standard Unreal controls. And well, WASD or the arrow keys respectively will start moving you around. Now there is no sound unfortunately because I've not been able to import sound. I didn't have time. With us having exams literally right next to where we had this assignment going, I decided to do my exams and not put as much effort, so to speak, into this game design, but sufficient enough so that way people can still test themselves and see if they can find every single object. I believe the total score is just over 25,000, so those rings that you saw at the start, they are worth 1,000. This golden donut, if I remember rightly, is 1,500, yes. Um, and obviously the areas are not finished. There is a bit of what you would call collision. That is because there's multiple cubes in one section. Do not worry about that. That's something I've tried to fix, but I just could not be asked, to tell you the truth. But there are a couple of there is one Easter egg. Those golden donuts represent the Simpsons, and there's also a sword in a stone somewhere, which I'm not showing, to reference King Arthur, Sword in the Stone. Now, the one thing about both my games is that obviously with Unity, I tried to do what I did here in Silent Step. And that was essentially make it so the player could leave at any time. Unfortunately, I was not able to do it in Unity. However, I was able to do it in Unreal. So obviously, the whole point of this game is you can explore all over the world, which is provided. It's actually quite a large world. I spent a lot of time making it and constructing all this. This is obviously meant to be a road. This is obviously meant to be a grass field. There's another grass field over there with a couple of bushes. There is a small shed over there. There's a couple of houses across each side with a couple of items in them. And essentially, this is what it's meant to be. Obviously, the original idea was meant to be like a AI walking across these pavements, looking for you. If they see you, they'll chase you. Things like that. But sadly, I didn't have time. If my exam had to drop when it did, I'd have probably done it. But in terms of me fearing for not handing in the assignment on time and into some complete state, I decided to just abandon that. But yeah, obviously that house is the only shall we say, that is the only two-floor house. And obviously, thanks for playing Silent Step. And obviously, exit the second you walk into this area. So from the two grass fields up to, well, these two grass borders, the game will automatically kick you out. Don't worry, the game hasn't froze. If it's froze, you'll bloody know about it. Same with Unity, that tends to crash quite a bit, or quite a bit. But yeah, so these are the two game ideas I've been working on at college. I hope you enjoyed today's little video. As I said, if you want to download these and have a go yourself, maybe personally modify it for your own purposes. You can change what you want. I don't care because it doesn't affect my files. All you need to do is just download the files, and if you want to have a little play with them, do a bit of experimenting, maybe put some couches and things like this, like for example, Excuse me. For example, this corner frame, which is scaled down obviously, but um, I have left starter content on, so that will give you some props to, well, some items to start off with, like textures and things like that. So I recommend using starter content if you're new to Unity, or Unreal, I should say. Unity, you can do both 2D and 3D, but I personally recommend 2D for Unity. But yeah, if you've got any questions about the actual game design itself, I'll be more than happy to answer them. And well, I hope you enjoyed today's little twist. And obviously, when this comes out, it will be the 12th of July. So that will be the day I finish college till September. One other thing to say is that I am going away in September to Edinburgh, well, Edinburgh as I call it. And obviously, I'll announce that near the time, but I go away on the 13th of September for 3 days. So I will be able to answer your comments, but just not as efficient. Because German efficiency, yeah. Anyway, German efficiency jokes aside, I hope you enjoyed today's little showing of my two games. Obviously, they're not spectacular. I wasn't expecting them to be spectacular. I mean, Unity was done in 2.5 weeks, probably even 3. This was done in about 4 weeks. So if you're expecting um, games that are 100% awesome, filled out with bugs, I mean, my games are fully done out with bugs. I made sure they were done out with bugs for the most part. But if you do encounter a bug, please do let me know and I'll see what I can do about it. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's video on Unity and the Unreal projects that I've been doing. Let me know what you think about them. Obviously, they're not the greatest, I will even say that, but they're a good starting point. And obviously, as I get further into college development, I will have to make more bigger and more detailed games. Anyway, I'll let you guys off. There will be a OneDrive link in the description below. Do click on that, drag the files onto your desktop, and then Bob's your uncle. But yeah, I'll leave you to it. So, hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed the projects, and I will catch you all on the next one.